So guys, I almost quit Muay Thai and it's only been 4 months of training, and it doesn't feel good to talk about it because at that moment I felt very insecure and not confident, and my ego felt bruised. But I feel like this happens to a lot of people, and it happens to a lot of people starting something new, especially people when it comes to sparring and martial arts or anything that takes skill, right? Because it's hard. There's a skill gap every single time. When you start, you're at the bottom, and then whenever you are going against people, there's always there's levels to this stuff. Either way, I'll tell you what happened. I've been sparring, guys. I've been training. I've been doing as much drilling as I possibly can, and being a consistent and being a complete student of the game, man. I've been obsessed with this shit. And I was starting to feel good, and I was starting to feel nice. I was starting to feel a little crisp. I thought my technique was good. I could start to see punches. I could see kicks. My punches are starting to get a little bit better. Obviously, I still need an insane amount more work, but I just started feeling a bit more confident in myself in the matter of Muay Thai and self-defense, and being able to have some type of offense and whatnot. So it started just like any regular day, right? We had training. I was doing my regular training, my drilling, my bag work, my pad work, everything. But then sparring came. And guys, the way the classes that I go to are ran, we spar at the end of every training session, right? We don't do hard sparring. It's more technical sparring. Sometimes we ramp it up if our partner wants us to, but it's all something that you communicate with your partner. Either way, I was sparring a guy that's a little bit bigger, and he has longer reach, and he's way better than me in general, okay? But again, I was feeling nice, guys. I was feeling nice. Either way, this guy, right, hit me with 8 teep kicks in a row. 8, guys, I kid you not. 8, I counted them, right? They're still stuck in my head. 8 teep kicks in a row. And for anyone that knows, teep kicks are annoying. They disrupt you, and whenever you get hit by the same thing over and over again, man, it doesn't feel good. I got kicked by 1, by 2, by 3. And what made it even worse was after the third one, he's like, all right, I'm going to throw a teep kick right now. Stop it. And I could not stop it. He did it 5 more times, warning me. And I still got kicked by them. And all he was really trying to do is help me out and have me stop it. But I just couldn't. Guys, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the timing, inexperience. I just could not. Maybe he was in my head a little bit. I was feeling discouraged. Every teep kick I got hit by, it made me have more and more doubts about what I was doing. And I know you guys don't know me that well yet, but I've accomplished a lot of things in my life that are very hard to get to, man. So I have a very high regard of myself, and I think I'm a very accomplished guy as long as I put my head to something. So for me to put everything that I care, like to put all my effort and all my, for me to put everything into something and just get him pretty much destroyed like that, I mean, it hurt my ego, man. It sucked, it didn't make me feel good. I didn't feel great at all about it. And he hit me with those 8 teep kicks, and I remember finishing and thinking, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'll ever be good enough. I don't even know if I can't get through, these guys, how am I going to be able to make it pro? How am I going to be able to do anything? And, I had a lot of doubts coming into my head, especially real time. So what I did to pretty much get over it was I gave myself some time, right? I showered. I went home. I was like, you know what? Let me just go to sleep. Let me think about this in the morning and see what happens. So I let a little bit of time pass by. I woke up in the morning. I felt more motivated. I was like, you know what? Let's see. My technique is wrong. Something's off with me, right? Something is off. And this is why I keep telling people it's good to record your sparring days and your technique sessions so you can see what's happening. And I noticed, right? I just had to shift my mentality. Instead of being boo-hoo, instead of having my ego, disconnect your ego completely, man. And no matter how much of accomplishments and experience I have in my life, it still happens to me sometimes, guys. And it took me some awareness, right? You can't have any ego. That's why martial arts is such a great thing, because it will continue to humble you every single day, every single time. So I decided to change my mindset a little bit and just be a student like you're being a student for the last 4 months. And I'll give you guys a tip on what I did. I don't know if it'll help everybody else, but this is what I did. I noticed that my guard was too high. I keep my guard up too high when I don't have to, right? If you're in danger, if you're in punching range, maybe keep the guard high so that you can block, you can do whatever. But I was keeping my guard high even when people were not in range of punching me. They were just in range of the teep kick or whatever it is, which is a little bit more of a spacing tool. And I decided, you know what? Instead of keeping such a high guard, let me lower my guard a tiny bit, just a little bit. Maybe give me a little bit more time to react. And by doing that, guys, it literally helped me out. The next day, I went to sparring session, and instead of getting hit by 8 teeps, guys, I got hit by 4 out of 8 teeps, which is not amazing, but it's better than getting hit by 8 teeps and not having any type of answer for it. And obviously from there, I was like, I feel better. I feel good. My mindset was locked in, and I decided, you know what? I just got humbled, you know. I just got humbled, and that's life, and that's martial arts, and that's why I love it, and that's why I think everyone should do it. Because even me at 26 years old, accomplishing a lot of things in my life, I'm still learning, and I love it. And that was pretty much, guys, my story of me, you know, almost quitting. I'm not going to quit. Obviously, I still got a journey to do. I still got a lot of things to accomplish. And I appreciate all the support you guys give me to the channel, man. It really makes it easier to keep going forward and keep moving. And I'll see you guys on the next video.